Both my parents are Iranian immigrants, and they came here for university in the 80s, and both of them had a lot of struggle just in a post-Iran hostage crisis, post-9/11 world.
There's an Iranian being detained here in Chicago, Iranian student at Notre Dame.
The last few weeks have been incredibly horrific. I think it's so terrifying to actually fear for the lives of your family and so many people who you care for. This past week, I think I slept one night. It's just a constant sort of anxiety that's always in the back of your mind. I think particularly recently it started with the United States pulling out of the Iran deal and then worsening sanctions that have already just been devastating the entire country, coupled with just sort of also exacerbated crackdown by the Iranian regime of protesters and other Iranians trying to speak out against repression.
Data on all of this to see trends.
Iranians in Iran, I think, particularly just feel a sense of hopelessness because the conversation in the United States is like, should we bomb Iran or should we not bomb Iran? And in Iran, it's like, should we kill these protesters or should we not kill these protesters? So it's still Iranian people at the end of the day between a rock and a hard place. So they're fighting and have to, in their own conversations, be almost masters of also global negotiation and global politics, understanding that they can oppose U.S. imperialism in one breath and at the same time challenge the Iranian state and the violence that is perpetuating in Iran as well. Iran is so much more than its borders, and people are so much more than the borders as well. It's been really beautiful to see so many Iranians really step up in ways that I haven't seen before. I think historically, a lot of Iranian organizations have not been the best with intersectional work or understanding how the Iranian struggle in the United States is tied to anti-blackness, anti-Muslim racism, or other forms of violence that oftentimes Iranians like to disassociate with. So I think it's a really important moment for the Iranian community internally, but also as we start to work together to form closer relationships across the board in order to fight for a common sort of vision, and that's to protect our people.